stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The thing is, Thorin's an amazing individual. You never know what you're going to get with him. He's awesome.
Thorin's into jungle music. That is just blown my mind.
He's got awesome music taste.
I can't cast anymore, Dan. It's all down to you now.
Okay.
No, literally, now you have to cast.
I'm casting with silence. Hey, it's the thing. All right, guys. So we do have Kevlar on pretty much everyone in CLG apart from Hayes, who's got the kit and the HE, and we do have the split onto the A bomb site at the moment. Wow! Wow! Finesse! That was a strong statement to begin things here. I would love to see if CLG can keep that kind of decisiveness to the rest of the rounds, because Cloud9 now they've got an eco, they've got a pistol armor first, then get their eco in, or they can go for the kind of TSM kind of style, what they're starting to do a lot at the moment, which is actually what they're going for here. It's just, oh no, they're getting the armor now, but TSM have actually been just buying pistols on both rounds with no armor, so they can have more rounds in which to try to get economic damage in, which is an interesting approach. Whereas this approach allows you to actually have a strong chance to even take the round. And they do have some nades here in Sean Garris, so this will be interesting to see what kind of set play they have going in here. Where are these nades going? Oh, that's a nice one there for headshot. And that's going to throw... Oh, that nade, though! That was sick. It's a lot of good damage. And, James, this is not looking like a place that I want to go.
Well, it's a standard anti-eco round. No losses there for the CT side. I think some people are having a few weird pings there, but...
they're just numbers, James. They're just numbers.
Hopefully it goes down shortly.
So still Famous is all around here for CLG, not upgrading, playing that very safe economic game. And we see Cloud9 going again for their pistols. In fact, they didn't get any kills, and they're actually getting pistols again. What's their money like? Because they've even got a nade on nothing there. So they're in the
1800s, Dan.
Yeah, that's actually... You don't really want to go below 2K, really. So we'll have to see how this actually pans out for them. They do get a kill onto Peter. And that's all they're going to get for now. It will seem as the rotation does come in from CLG. So they pick up the FAMAS, and it's on Sean Garris. Perhaps they should throw that to a more healthy man as they go for that delayed push. But CLG are all over this, James.
Indeed they are. Shroud trying to run distraction here. But the bomb is kind of... Well, it's going towards A now, but it was just a bit stationary for a while. And again, one player lost for the CT side, but not much cause for concern at the moment, as it seems very unlikely for this bomb to go down. Semphis was peeking main end. He was a bomb carrier, so it's going to be comfortable for now for these CTs. FNS getting the next frag of the game. 30 seconds remaining, and only Shroud alive at the moment does walk to his death. So I feel like when people pronounce Peter's name, I feel like a lot of people hang on the P, and it just feels weird to me. I don't know. It's like they, you know, like Peter from Nip. It seems like they pronounce his name the same way.
What are you saying, James?
People say Peter instead of like Peter. I don't know.
Peter.
They pronounce it weird. Like pronounce it like Peter
weird.
Pan, not like Peter.
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Peter from the way.
Are we getting a counter boost though?
Nope.
Did we just get no?
No.
No. All right. Well, they will re-smoke the area, and of course,
Where the hell is Tarek?
delayed mid takes are definitely a threat. That's quite a deep smoke actually, a bit deeper than they would have liked on me, but it still should be okay. But yeah, I think the delayed mid push is a threat here, as that's a really strong move to gain some really impactful option creating map control. That's not. It's pretty safe if you have the Molotov that goes straight over into the vents, and you can have that clear before the push comes in, and then the wall of smokes. It's a pretty clear and easy way to take that B split approach in midway into the round. But 45 seconds left, and we've yet to. Their team is still very spread out at the moment.
Indeed, they are. And again, this is a buy round, of course. Semphis, maybe they're trying to get Semphis to open up the round, but the CTs have given up mid with a specific timing, although... Oh, FNS is peeking while he's reloading, actually. That is a bit weird. Well, I think, actually, it showed us the start of the animation because we switched to him, and he was probably near the end. So I think the timing was actually a bit better than it suggested on our screen.
Splitting into a B play from this as well. The Strider's going to come in on the lurker role, but it doesn't matter if he gets kills there because the push is coming in onto that B site, and there's no time to get this bomb down, surely, as CLG look to be safe. at the moment, and indeed they are just going to chill back. And oh, wow, was that after time actually? That must have been really close. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it was after time. He's got absolute wow.
Oh,
that was
on
by
the
the
button.
milliseconds. Yeah,
That was on the button.
That really sucks. Oh my god. So CLG with a really strong start so far. They got the double ops rolling, and that's really what would be so scary with a team like this. I mean, they got such good AWP players on their team. So Cloud9 now with almost nothing to work with, gonna have to rely on Shroud to try to create opportunities with that AK, and he's certainly a man that is quite capable of pulling out some excellent fragging.
Indeed, he is one of the strongest fraggers in North America at the moment. That is definitely not in doubt whatsoever. Going for that wallbang angle. It's a common spot for CTs to hold, but nobody there just yet. And Peter will find the first frag with that giant AWP. Second frag as well. Finesse cleaning up the rest, and that's going to be that. Cloud9 get cleared out. Let's have a look at how much money Semphis has now. 3,500 in the bank. Catching up with Shroud at least. Buy coming in as well for Cloud9.
Yeah, they're on that max bonus now, as they've lost 5 in a row, which is 3,400, and they'll get that every time. That's where it maxes out, and they are going to be looking to try to fix things now, because CLG look to be getting quite a lot of momentum, not just money-wise, but the players themselves. They're looking really confident.
Look
actually.
at this angle. He needs Hayes to cover. Like, he's holding a tight angle. I guess he was trying to hold an off angle rather than the usual one, with his teammate holding his back if necessary. It's going to be Shazam, though, who will find the first successful angle, taking down FNS with 1 minute and 10 remaining on the clock here for Cloud9 to utilize. So let's have a look. See, Peter's holding a position completely exposed to A main at the moment, but he seems to be confident that no one's going to peek there for the time being. That would be because of that smoke, which has now left. So Semphis in the position to punish a peek. And Cloud9 do have control of mid as well. Let's have a look at where the CT is playing. Oh, Cutler just gets completely exposed, nothing taking off his scalp. And now there's 3 CTs, 2 sides. Things getting a bit awkward here. Flank coming in from mid, but Peter's going to get the first frag. Tarek taking down a second.
It's looking quite interesting now as Shazam comes in. Whisks the shot close range. He might regret that one, but Semphis is there to cover him. We'll pick up the second kill easily on the site as Hayes will sprint over with that M4 in his hands. But he does have 2 ops to contend with. The first peak shot missed. He doesn't get the kill. 7 health left on Shazam. Semphis looking for a bit of an angle as well. And there it is. Shazam won't miss again. And Hayes will fall. So they do pick up their first round. It was a close one, though. And damage was done.
I think holding the site when the play was reasonably close could have become a bit more difficult for Cloud9 there. You could see they barely survived. They had like less than 30 HP between them, I think. So that could have been expensive even if one of them went down, let alone if they lost the round. Both orbs surviving there. But AK has been picked up. So they will only continue the round with 1 AWP. Shroud falling to Peter. Good to see him hitting the target today, as he will try to lead CLG to a 6th round here.
So interestingly, last round, Cloud9 had a good setup to actually deny, or basically capitalize on CLG trying to take over A main with the AWP angle into the CT area where they could push A main. And they picked up a kill and an advantage like that, and that actually spiraled into them being able to win the round. Whereas this time, CLG have a much more defensive setup, and C9, they themselves are playing quite defensively as well. So it feels like we might be in for that round that we saw where we had that timeout, where Cloud9 are waiting so horribly for a pick. However, it just won't come because CLG themselves are deciding that they're going to play really far back. However, this time, oh, there you go. That's the I saw this from Kenny S first of all, jumping on the lockers, but the smoke isn't quite spot on for that. It's a little bit too deep. However, Cloud9 looking for that opening. Will Shazam provide it? Counter grenades are going to be in here. 3 players for the defense here already for CLG. Soon to be 4. Cloud9 have a lot of work to do, and they do take down Finesse already. But Peter is a big problem at the back there. Does take down nothing. Got a no-scope. Nope, he doesn't. Semphis now taking down Tarek as well. That's 2 players who have fallen, and it's down to Cutler and Hayes. But at the very least, Semphis is low as they look for the frag. Coming in together now as that smoke is dissipating and the bomb is ticking away. Hayes going to pick off Shazam. That's going to force the peek from Semphis. He's going to get taken down as well. And the round will be saved by CLG. So Hayes and Cutler bringing it back home.
Okay, so the AWP, 2 AWPs going to be saved here for CLG, so that is a massive round for them, because despite 3 players having to buy, those are 2 very expensive guns that will not need to be purchased, and that is going to make a hell of a lot of a difference to the CT economy there. You can see Hayes Cutler with $8,000 in the bank post-buy. Very important statistics there for CLG, and you can see the late eco purchase coming out there for the final Cloud9 players. Find themselves in the losing end of the round once again. So this is a map where we expect, well, like most maps, we expect the CTs to do better. But this is definitely not the score Cloud9 wants. They are going to be heading towards the B bomb site, at least in the early stages. Maybe a bit easier for them to get closer to the bomb plant area to get those pistols working. But we'll see if Hayes can abuse that headshot to avoid these Tech 9s. Timely smoke grenade coming in, and that's going to make things really difficult for Cloud9.
Yeah, it really is. And considering that Cloud9 are in the worst possible spot now, just not only because CLG basically know exactly where they are and they're throwing in the nades to delay, and make their life difficult. But the other thing is that after losing that round previous, CLG's economy wasn't really damaged, and Cloud9, their bonus was reset. So now they're completely money screwed. Every single buy that they have, they'll never have quite enough nades. Or maybe they'll never have the AWPs that they want, unless they double eco, but they can't double eco now because they're so far behind. And finally the push will come in, but it looks like an easy hold so far. 2 players going low, and there it is, Hayes does pull. Tarek missing a lot of shots here at the back, but finally will connect to Shroud, and there is the flank from Finesse. Just losing 1 man, and it's a small consolation considering CLG's position.
So far so good here for CLG. Again, double AWP saved. Money just building right now. They are building mountains of greenbacks. Well, and look at the money of Cloud9. The buy comes out for them again, but they have $150 in the bank across 5 people. That's barely enough to buy some bagels. Look at the aggression here on B from the CTs as well. Hayes coming in, but there's no support for his teammate. Tarek does go down. That's a free frag for Cloud9. Ran back to, I don't know if that was a miscommunication. He retreated to try and get a pop flash in, and Tarek was like, well, I mean, Tarek's the kind of guy who just charges in anyway. That definitely didn't go CLG's way, and now their defense has been heavily weakened.
Certainly going to be tough now. Peter with a big job to do with that AWP at the back of the site. Going to be trying to get that flash out there, but these T's are looking quite strong on the push, but there's 1 down. They're closing on his position every shot he takes, and Shazam will eliminate him, remove him from that site, and Cutler tries to replace him, only to be eliminated by Sean Garris. So 1 by 1, CLG full. And now it's just Finesse left over, and he's not really got hope in hell in retaking this. So
the question is, though, is it worth him going to do as much economical damage as possible? And I would say yes, because the money is, well, Hayes and Peter don't have as much money as the rest of his team, but considering it's 7-1, like he could, like if he can take the AWP out of their hands, for example, then that's very, very costly. And look at, I mean, this map has so far been reasonably dominated by AWP. So if he kills the AWP, then Cloud9 might not be able to buy one in the next round, and that could make the difference.
yeah, it would be really nice to eliminate 1 or 2 players. He does have a lot of value on him, though. He does have the kit, the incendiary, the head armor, the HE, and the flash. But yeah, I feel like it's one of those marginal calls, because them surviving with 3 players, being able to pick up 2 AWPs. Yeah, I think I'm actually with you on that one. I think the investment to get rid of. Actually, that said, 2 AWPs on the T side, for example, isn't actually necessarily something that's going to necessarily work out for Cloud9, because we can see that CLG can actually scrap together a pretty good buy, and Peter's going to have an AWP himself. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Cloud9 actually play this. They're going with a bit of an A aggression to begin with. There's only Finesse who's on the site. He's not got an AWP to play with, so this might be quite a strong situation for Cloud9 to find a pick. And I like that nade actually into the smoke, because that's going to highlight any players that are in the immediate vicinity right next to the smoke. So he doesn't see anything.
Is that like a graphic card specific thing?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure though. I wouldn't be confident in saying that for 100%, but I don't think it is. But then tweet me or tweet James if that is the case. But yeah, we're going to have this push coming in, and it's actually quite telegraphed at this point. They're going to get boosted up into the red container. This is really nice, actually. Is he going to spot anybody here? Oh, first kill coming. Tarek gets the drop on nothing as well, and there's 3 players now trying to come in, but the bomb is dropped. They must get that. They are fully committed to this site now. That bomb is down by the door, and that's an easy cleanup for the rest of the CLG players.
Well, it looks like they made the right decision then, Dan, because obviously they're confident about their CT setup. So it's like, okay, we can go after them and try and get the kills, or we'll just slaughter them in the next round anyway.
Yeah.
But again, the timing was pretty telegraphed there, you might say, from Cloud9.
Yeah, they were stuck there for quite a while. It definitely gave CLG the seconds they needed to get the rotation in. So Cloud9 once again, I mean, in that round they didn't give CLG any cause for concern on the B side. There was no presence from them there. So as you say, they basically worked it out because of the lack of presence from Cloud9.
This is interesting, actually. They're trying to close the distance there for the eco with 3 people coming out of the door. The bomb was in the mid area for a potential rotate to B if need be. But with the kill coming down on the A site, ooh, FNS just gonna shut down any attempted plant there. But you can see what they were looking at. They put the bomb in a position near mid, so if they get a full rotation to A but it fails, then you can try and go to B, or potentially go for a flank. But with the bomb, that's probably not the main idea. But as soon as they got the frag, he ran straight through A main. But by the time the bomb got there, only one left. Got shot in the face with the dig, and that was a wrap. No plant there for Cloud9. Still going to get the buyout though. Another AWP on Shazam. 2 Galils and 2 AKs.
Yeah, so another really potentially interesting round here. Peter going to smoke off straight away and go for that classic position up on the crate there, just over the top. Might get the shot too, and he will. Shazam goes down. It's a pretty old trick at this point, but it's still a pretty solid one. And pretty much by himself, Peter's able to give his team the upper edge. So now there's a lot of pressure for Cloud9 to find or create an opening, kill a player, force the CTs to move around a little bit, but that guy, he will be. He does take down Hazed. So it looks like they want to get that middle take going now. That will give them the option to split into B if they want. There's 2 players there for CLG, so Cloud9 are going to need some good nades to do this. But Tarek actually is going to give it away and push in. Give them an easy situation of that mid.
Ooh, Sean Graz, was he behind him in a sneaky position? Oh, wherever he was, he's killed someone. They're dead. Semphis, oh, he hasn't seen the player go past, but he's going to go back. He misses the shot on FNS, gets him the second time with a distraction there from Sean Garrett. Good play there by Cloud9. 30 seconds left, however. 1 CT per site, so it may be a 4v1 situation coming to a bomb site near you soon. Although, with 20 seconds on the clock, oh, look at the rotation. If he gets there in time, he's still committed, actually. It's still going to be a long rotation, so with 13 seconds left, he just needs to get the right frags here. Does Cutler. There's the bomb down. Trade coming in. They've got enough time to plant the bomb just about. Or do they? No, they don't. The round's going to be lost.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. You can imagine that CLG on comms right now are bursting out in laughter. They're like, oh, my God.
I can only imagine Cloud9 thought they put both players on one site, so they're looking for the final player, and no one was actually trying to plant the bomb.
Oh, my goodness.
Takes about 3.5 seconds to plant the bomb, so once that time has passed, you're done.
Oh, that's really gutting. That is really gutting for Cloud9. That's demoralizing, actually, as well. To lose a round in that way, a round that you know that you've won already. Yeah. So definitely going to be hurting. 10-2 the score, and Cloud9 still looking for a solid answer to some of these rounds. So far, they've not been able to actually outpick CLG, largely speaking. There has been rounds where they've been able to get some kills, but generally it's CLG pushing that results in Cloud9 being able to frag them on the T side to create openings. Cloud9 haven't really been going for middle takes, and this is often a way that you can force some frags, or at least force map control so that the CTs don't know what you're actually doing. You can set up the A split or the B split, but so far, Cloud9 just like to sit back and spread out. Titan were doing this, Titan like to do this, and with Kenny S, it's obviously can work out really well because he's so good at getting those really fast picks with the AWP, but
yeah, so without Shazam getting a pick here, they pretty much look at the information play actually for the CTs. The rotation's coming in from the CTs on the A bomb site towards the B bomb site, but can they get there in time? Nothing is going to go down, but Cutler's completely exposed. Gets 2 frags, so he's done fantastic work on the B bomb site. Oh, Hayes in a very sneaky position. Doesn't get the frag there. Going to watch his back. Finds Semphis finally. Another trade coming in. 2 versus 2 now. After a good start by CLG. Cloud9 thinning the numbers, but Shroud only has 7 HP. As good as he is, can't plant and shoot at the same time, and Peter will finish things off there. FNS, I imagine, will look for the other AWP, and there it is. So another round in favor of CLG. But I was going to say that if Shazam doesn't open up an area with the AWP, then they're pretty much playing for picks without having any control over mid. And obviously, they're gonna the Yorps generally play for picks on the T side, but if they're not getting picks, then things and you don't have control of mid, then your options are very limited on the T side.
Yeah, and the CTs, so we talk about timing quite a lot, and there's lots of different elements to timing, but in that round, CLG understood that with the amount of time left, that they would have to basically make a quick push on one side of the map. They chose A main, they saw nothing there, and then, because of the time, it made them, allowed them to know that C9 were committed to the B play, so they got the early rotation, and that's what allowed them to win the round.
Now they've finally taken mid, but against the double ops, this is not going to be easy. Peter getting the first frag. Sean Garrett is in A main. There's a pop flash, and Peter's teammate, I think he went for a peek there, and indeed he did. And the bomb's down as well. No.
That's a really big mistake there, or rather, a very unfortunate turn of events here for Cloud9. They have to rest it on Shazam, almost taking down Cutler, but with 2 more players to back it up, and with the bomb down in A main, Shazam is looking at a very tough situation. That is for sure. Even a nade to come in there. He's only got 28 points of health as well. So, despite having a good chunk of armor, it's not going to really help him all that much at this point, as he's going to move his way in. Got Cutler there watching for that move through connector, and Shazam, he might just be able to get this frag. So sneaky, but with 20 seconds left now, frags is all he can hope to achieve, as that bomb is locked away in A main. And that setup from the CTs is more than good enough, and even if he gets a kill here miraculously, it's going to be impossible for him to get the other guys at the same time. So there it is. Shazam goes down, and 12-2. Did you expect this dominant showing? Because Cloud9 look like they have no answer. Their T side looks too weak at the moment.
What I'm quite liking, actually, it's similar to versus Pro on Mirage at the moment, is the reactive play from CLG. It's like when there's an action from Cloud9, there's an instant reaction from CLG. Like you saw Peter he was on A and got a frag onto mid.
Nice.
He got a frag onto mid, then he throws a pop flash into A main, Tarek runs in there, clears out the area, gets the bomb as well. So just the reaction play on the CT side has been too much for Cloud9. They're identifying information based on the T's, be it their location or what map control they have, and then they're basically flushing out the flank play, the 2-pronged assault. And again, the same thing we saw with versus Pro, where they lose connector, they push A slow.
Now we get the A split here from Cloud9. Let's see if they can pull this one off. They don't have anybody in main, but wow, Finesse not looking the right way. That's not going to help out, as it is just 3 players left now. One in the back, it's Peter with the AWP, and he might just be able to shut this down by himself. He will get taken out though by Shazam, as Yorp is traded there for that AK. And now it's Hayes against 2 players, and Cloud9 looking good perhaps for this last round of the first half, but that bomb being down actually is going to cause them so many problems, and the bomb has been causing issues for them in so many rounds. Shazam actually going to be freed up to take this bomb. Interesting move from Hayes here.
Yeah, unbeknownst to him, Hayes doesn't need to take that battle there. He needs, well, with the time running out, it's Shazam who needs to plant the bomb, so it's a gamble. Are they both going to go to the right side? It turns out Hayes has gone to the wrong side, and Shazam is going to go for the plant on B. Obviously, he's realized what Hayes is doing as well. He realizes that he has to rush to the site, and Hayes is playing that angle, and they've chosen their sites, and it's going to be Shazam who gets the plant. Is he going to get a sound cue here? That's going to be his sound cue, the shooting of the vent. So he's going to go for the crossover play, and that's a good shot from Shazam. And another important round for Cloud9, as they do not have many. This pistol round will be of the utmost importance.
And CLG, they really need these results because they were playing without Tarek for a while and they were suffering massively because of it. They got some losses on the board just simply because the team seemed... I hesitate to say to say they weren't motivated, but it definitely felt like they were not performing close to what CLG is capable of without Tarek on their side. And now he's back. They cannot afford to lose any matches. And they're really sending a strong statement to Cloud9 at least. And they did pick this map, so whether it be through a perceived weakness of Cloud9's cache or just that CLG have been working on their own weaknesses and turned it into a strength is another case entirely. But we do have the pistol in the second half, and
Wow,
Cloud9.
4 into Squeaky.
Can they pull this one off? That's a good smoke there. That's going to allow the Squeaky players to get out of that choke point.
Is that to the
I think
cover off the truck area? I think. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, it is. Okay, so he was just in case anyone's playing the car. That's what that smoke is for. Also stops people from coming onto mid and shooting people coming out of A main and squeaky door, etc. So 2 uses there, but 3 versus 3. The bomb site is in control of CLG, and down the bomb goes. Down Tarek goes after Shazam shoots him in the head. So 2 versus 2 now, but Shazam only has 5 HP. Sean Garrett's 34. That said, all it requires is a shot to the head, but they need to be precise here. It's only Sean Garrett's left. He goes down as well, and Cloud9 are in a horrible place. They have no choice but to force it up here.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad for them. I really didn't expect this. I gotta say, well, CLG, they have a nice set of weapons on them, and if they know what's good for them here, they're going to expect that Cloud9 will have the pistol armors and that potentially there's a scout in play. So they need to stick together. They need to play it fast together. Well, they don't have to play it fast, but they need to play together. They want to avoid the amount of time that Shazam's able to get angles on them with that scout. Make sure that they can get onto the bomb site and get the bomb down without getting tagged here. If they can manage that, they have a really strong chance to win the round. But these 5-7s are certainly dangerous, and they're moving up that choke point. You never know what nothing could pull up here. He does take down one player already. There's another one, and the 5-7 of nothing is looking so strong. There's number 3, and there's one more player in the vicinity. It's Cutler, who's going to try and take him down, and he will take nothing out, but so much damage has been done already. Can they possibly hope to recover this? Well, Finesse is over by the B-bomb site. He's in a one-on-one potentially here if he moves quickly onto that site, but he has no idea where the player is. Finally now he'll spot him, but that is going to cue the rotation of the entire team as Finesse wants no part of this. And Cloud9 are going to be able to, or should in theory be able to take this round. There's only 40 seconds for Finesse, and he may not even be interested in trying to go for the plant to win this round. He may just be interested in survival here to bring that AK armor into the next round.
He's got 52,000 kills on his AK.
That's a lot of kills. I like the is that the LGB logo on his?
Yeah.
It does look pretty handsome on the red line there. So I respect that. LGB is one of my favorite teams at the moment as well.
Yeah, but only on 2 maps, Dan.
3 maps now.
Oh.
If they as long as they start on T. Okay, actually, all maps on T sides.
Dad, you are such a fraud.
All maps T sides.
You are such a fraud.
They're my favorite T side team at the moment. There you go. I fixed it. And the Finesse will survive actually, so that's nice. But I mean, they moved up through. So the problem here is that they moved up through a massive choke point where it's much more telegraphed and they're much more exposed. Whereas if they had gone through A main or just through B, they can stay together and they can quickly take down the players. But as you can see, nothing had the ability to get crossfires and be covered. It generally didn't seem like a strong approach from them, especially not supported by grenades. But opening things up as the only guy with a rifle, James, that's the way that you can get yourself back into this round.
Indeed, and he is rotating like an Orpa on Inferno because
he basically is, right?
Yeah, he doesn't he doesn't want to he does not want the CT to stack up against him. Basically, they're going to be hunting for him, expecting him to be the only one with a rifle. So he wants the element of surprise. So an early advantage here, but by no means are they close to winning the round. FNS though, look at the position of him. He's just strolling up mid. Oh, too many to engage. The trade was almost guaranteed there as well. Tarek trying to go for the AK there, but he's going to get shut down. Obviously, Cloud9 are going to know that they're going to be desperate for that AK. So it works both ways, but it's Cloud9 with the rifles who will cut down CLG. So let's see how long this momentum can continue for the North American side versus the North American side.
They're both North American.
According to the flags, Dan, they're both North American.
All right. The flags never lie.
You found the flags?
No.
I was in Azerbaijan, and they used to have the biggest flagpole in the world, or the biggest flag in the world on the same flagpole. But I think it's like Saudi Arabia now. But it's a pretty big flag there. If you want to know about flags, Dan, I'm your guy. I felt like you should know that. I wanted to share that with you.
What else can you tell me about flags?
Not much. Most countries have flags. If not all.
I was going to say, there are countries that don't have flags.
I have no idea.
Well, Cloud9, they're looking to put their flag on this B bomb site because it is their property, and I don't think that CLG will be able to take it away from them. There we go. In come the Molotovs. You've got a bit of a set play, but there are the counter grenades from Cloud9. And that's going to make it all a little bit awkward here, as they can't push through the Molotov, and they don't have a smoke. They actually do have a smoke to throw in it, but Finesse was hesitant in throwing that smoke to block them, to get rid of the Molotov, basically. And now they're just going to rotate back, and all those nades that they'd used, invested in, perhaps not really resulting in all that much. And now they're just going to be rushing into the A-bomb site with no nades, and Shroud is going to see this coming. He's got a flash in store for them as well. That's a beautiful flash there from Shroud. Look how effective that was. They were blind as bats. As the last couple players here for CLG do make it onto that bomb site, it should be an easy angle here for Shazam. Looking for Tarek to move, and there it is. Does get the shot. And I felt like Finesse should have instantly neutralized that Molotov on the choke point, because they invested so much in that push. And, I mean, they'd be running through smoke, but the point of the incendiaries or Molotovs is to move those players on the site. So if you trust your nade technology, James, then maybe he should have smoked. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe. I don't know, Dan. All I saw was fire, multiple fires, and no one putting them out. So I don't think I'm fit to comment on this particular scenario. Peter with a very early boost, almost Dennis style from the old LGB lineup. He gets a frag as well. Look at the presence here from the T's. They've got 3 people in mid, and we've got 3 people dead on the CT side. Only Shazam and Shroud remaining. Shazam needs to go nuclear right now if they are to stay in this round. I'm going to smoke off the B area, but you do not fancy their chances, surely. Shroud does not know where to look right now, as he is completely exposed. Completely exposed.
And he's about to get sandwiched. Not even necessary, as the A side does get taken. And yeah, I mean, I love that quick timing from CLG. You can really abuse teams with that, because sometimes, especially with considering the current meta, teams are a little bit afraid of those fast mid pushes. And Shazam just has to defend this now. But CLG creeping forwards towards that that victory against their opposition, and the money for CLG is actually looking what they were looking in very bad shape. Had Cloud9 actually won this round, would have had a good opportunity to get themselves back into the mix, James. But now they're thoroughly out of the mix. Yeah, they're discarded. They've been discarded. They've been put in the bin. It's
like a nice lolly, Dan. When you buy it from the store, and then you drop it on the floor, you got to discard it. Unless you're a disgusting human being, then you'll pick it up. But if you're not a disgusting human being, then you'll discard it because it's gone. I'm not even going to ask you, Dan, because I'm not sure what the answer would be. 10-second rule and all that. Who knows? Okay, we've got the mollies coming out to clear areas, but nobody's going to be home for those CTs in that particular area. 4 Ts outside the B bomb sites at the moment, and FNS just looking out for potential flanks. Sean Garrett's admiring the medium density fiberboard.
And they do actually have someone boosted, I believe, on the A side. So that's going to give them some more freedom to actually push towards B here, because despite a lack of knowledge. Because they can be... Shroud's position here, Shroud is making this statement. He's saying, I'm going to get at least 2 to 3 frags with this. Because you should get 1 easily with the element of surprise, unless the team is looking for it. Some teams are very cognizant of that spot at this point.
I'm wondering if Shazam heard a bit of running towards the A side. I saw somebody moving a little bit quickly on the radar there, which may have given the game away, because look at this flank coming in. Look at the rotation coming in from the CTs. I think they got the sound cue and the game is up. Tarek coming out on his own. Shazam with the flank is going to take down the bomb as well. And it's a 2 versus 2, but the bomb is in an exposed area. Look at Shazam's position as well. If he pops up, all that will be exposed is his head. Will not be easy to kill him. Gets a great angle onto FNS, and now it's Cutler versus 2. Cutler will fall as well. AWP back in the hands of Shazam.
I'm really surprised how Finesse and Cutler managed to make that look so close there with that pushing through Squeaky, but they managed to do it.
I apologize for interrupting you.
That's all right.
But Shazam is miles away from the rest of his team right now with the kills. He is keeping them in this game almost single-handedly. He's got 24 kills. Sean's got 5.
Sean.
It's like Sean's come to a barbecue with like party sausages, and everyone else has brought beer, bacon, charcoal, lighters, everything.
Well, we're going to get the push into this A site really quick here from CLG. Looking to take this right now and right here as they do manage to eliminate the defense. They've got the smokes covering for the bomb plant to go down. Got to be careful though as those smokes are going away and the CTs are up in their faces. Shazam just running at Forklift there to get himself some kills. And Hazed dropping, not 1, not 2, but look at, there it is. Going to be the 3rd player as well. Picks up the AWP and 15-7 now as we have ourselves a very successful push on that site and a very broke Cloud9. They are so broke. They got nothing.
Dan, did you ever play pass to parcel in school?
Yes.
I wonder if this is a thing in America as well. But anyway, the AWP is passing from team to team for each round, hence the pass to parcel reference. But if you do play pass to parcel in school in America, let me know. Look at this push here from the CTs. Are they going to get a frag? Cutler's got 7 HP. He could lose his AK. Indeed he will, but not before a team kill from Shazam onto Shroud. Camera's going nuts, but we are back in the mix. All the Ts are dying, Dan. There's 2 left versus 3 CTs. They had 2 rifles, but nothing goes down. He was carrying an AK, and it's a FAMAS and a 5.7 versus a hurt Tarek and FNS.
They've got not much to work with. Oh, he's down to 4. He still gets the kill, though. And a bit of extra damage onto Tarek is going to put him in a really awkward spot here against Sean Garris. Molotov goes out. Bouncing off the curb there, and in goes Tarek on the angle. Gets the 1 tap on the head of Sean Garris, and 16-7 is the score. So that was a beat.